This is the official captain's meeting for the 2022 Tennessee Bass Nation Kayak Series State Championship. It's hosted by Fish Dayton in Dayton, Tennessee. Um, as of this recording, we have 107 anglers signed up, which is actually I pointed out earlier, a record for state championships in Tennessee. I think 98 is the highest it ever was, and we beat that out. So for a series that you qualify in to show up to, the participation's been awesome. We got a couple that are probably going to be late stragglers that sign up for that. So the payouts changed a little bit. I'm just going to go off the top three because those are pretty exciting numbers. First place is going to be taking home $45.74. Second, over 1,500 will be $1,586. Third will be taking home $1,017. So we are doing 100% payout on this event thanks to our sponsors. So $5 of every entry fee goes into the Big Hog Farmer Big Bass prize pot. So with 107 anglers, that's 535 plus they're kicking in another $100. So the big bass prize is going to be nothing to snort at $635. So that's going to be huge. I'm going to go over the times to start this off. There is a check-in tonight. It's going to be before this video is posted. So if you missed it, that's cool. But day one, it's going to be like I said, all times Eastern. Day one, you may launch at 5 a.m. You cannot cast in the water. You can get to your spot, chill out for a bit, beat everybody to where the fish are, and that's the intention of that. It's a big bass boat lake, and a lot of pleasure boaters will be out there, so we want you to be able to get out, get to where you need to go safely. Lines in is 6 a.m. So that's when you can start fishing. Again, all times are Eastern. Lines out will be 2:30 p.m. The last submission time is going to be at 3 p.m. If you have any issues submitting your fish, you must get a hold of me before 3 p.m. You can hit me up on Facebook Messenger or text me or call me at 423-505-6092. There's a soft check-in at 4:30 p.m. It's going to be at Rustic Farms. It's 200 Hastings Drive, Dayton, Tennessee. This is the same place that we had the check-in last year for the state championship. It's a pretty nice little venue there. It doesn't have AC, but we got some big fans that should be going to keep you cool. We're also going to have some food and drinks that are there. We have Momo's barbecue that we got set up to feed everybody with, and that'll be pretty good. If you've ever had Momo's before, that'll be something to look forward to. So that's going to be day one. The TVKA check-in is going to be at the same, at that check-in. So we'll have the banner up for them, and if you get to double dip, remember it's a 3-fish limit for them. So day two. Saturday night, the identifier is going to be released at 8 p.m. The identifier for day one is going to be released at 8 p.m. tonight also. But on day two, you'll have the identifier before you go to bed. So launch is going to be again at 5 a.m. Lines out will be launch is going to be 5 a.m. Lines in will be 6 a.m. Again, lines out will be 2:30. Last submission is 3 p.m. Again, you got to get a hold of me. Check-in is going to be at 4:30 p.m. at Rustic Farms. We're going to have pizza to feed everybody with and some cold beverages. So that'll be good. Go over some of the rules. Your PFD must be worn at all times. If you're launching before safe light, you must have an LED 360, or not LED, a 360 light, Coast Guard approved. So that's going to be, keep you safe and visible. If you fish the TVKA event, the only difference is they require you to fly a flag. Make sure, so that way you're visible. We recommend it anyway, but it's not a rule in bass currently. So just make sure that you got your light on if you're in safe light. So do not rotate, crop, flip, or alter your photo submission. This will result in a DQ of your fish. And so that's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to make sure that you're taking good pics. Make sure that you take more than one look at it before you release the fish. A couple of the last tournaments, we've had some people that have actually got some deductions. Fish must be facing left, mouth closed, touching the bump board. The eye must be uncovered. The hand must not be under the gill plate. The dorsal fin must be facing up, and the tail must be laying flat and centered on the board to the best of your ability. Your fingers can be there to secure the tail in place. tails that are not within the measuring lines on your device will be scored at the numerical value where the tail can be judged in that range. With Tennessee bass, if you have an open mouth, cracked is open, open is open, it's a 1-inch deduction. If you one difference between us and TVKA is going to do a 1/4-inch deduction for a cracked mouth and 1 inch for no attempt. So just keep that in mind. Don't let it break your heart. So other than that, just there's actually good examples of fish procurement as far as taking pictures. Just make sure that your identifier is written clearly. It can be on anything. It can be on the board. It can be on your hand. It can be written on your kayak. Just make sure that it can be seen. If you write it on your hand, make sure your sleeve's not covering it. Just basic stuff. You guys have actually qualified for this. You fished enough of these. Hopefully you got it down by now. But other than that, guys, this has been a fantastic series. Also, mainly because of our sponsors. You see a bunch of them on the check behind me, but the Dugout Bait and Tackle stepped up really good for us this year. And we have some prizes that are going to be handed out, Seaguar, net bait, some, just numerous. We'll have some sunglasses from Bayou that we've held to the state championship to try to give out. Douglas rods, we're going to have some of those to give away. The big raffle prize, you must be in attendance on day 2 to get it. The big raffle prize is going to be the Newport motors, and it's going to be 2 Dakota Lithium 60 amp hour batteries to power it. So last year we had, the majority of the folks actually showed up for check-in for that, but you must be in attendance to win that. So other than that, guys, just be safe out there in the water. It's going to be hot. Make sure that you hydrate. Get a hold of me if you have any questions. The boundaries, I need to go over those as well. It's going to be the Watts Bar Dam to the Chickamauga Dam. You have to be on Chickamauga's waters. The furthest east that you can go in the Hiwassee, as far as launch points, that's going to be the Highway 75 or the Interstate 75 bridge. You can launch at the bridge, fish as far down the Hiwassee as you want to. You must come back and take out at the bridge. So you must be in eligible waters whenever you take out. There's a number of marinas that are not open to the public, and those are actually listed on the Attorney X site. Any public launch is usable. If anybody can launch there, you can too. There's a number of pay ramps. Those are, good to use. But other than that, guys, it's going to be huge. It's going to be fun, and glad that all you turned up and shown out. So it's going to be fun, and next season is going to be even more fun. So be safe out there, and I appreciate you fishing the series.